Hello, my name is Brigitte Ars and I did my thesis for the Master of Imagineering on the brand and the butterfly effect, bridging the gap between charity to web platform. I've done this thesis for an organization, a Bristol-based organization called Community Resolve. And Community Resolve used to be a charity organization, but they lost their subsidies. And after that, they had to kind of reinvent themselves. So they decided they want to be on the web platform and make an app, which is of course not easy, but this way they could still spread the knowledge. It's an organization which does know a lot about how to transform conflicts. So it's a web-based organization working worldwide now, sharing their knowledge on conflict resolution. Well, it was not easy to find the right research object, because basically they had a marketing question: how can we how can we get as many people as possible to our website? And well, I made that into another question, which is to find a more appropriate and engaging way to rebrand the concept of conflict in a narrative concept, co-created, defined by former clients and the future audiences and the team of Community Resolve. So my thesis was more about branding actually, and the brand itself was conflict. And Community Resolve, of course. Well, in order to find out what it's all about, I first needed to find out what the DNA is of Community Resolve. And I did this by searching how this was co-created and defined by former clients and by the team of Community Resolve. Well, then after that, I wanted to see how potential subscribers and contributors to the app and the website could be engaged with the platform of Community Resolve. So it was not so much about marketing, but it's how can you engage them with it. And then at the end, my last question was in what way potential subscribers and contributors could be motivated and engaged to co-create knowledge and shape the brand. So how together you get more value actually on a website like that, by people sharing their ideas and thinking about the brands. For this, the main thing I did is qualitative inquiry. So I did 9 interviews. Well, first a few interviews with the team, 4 interviews with the team and a former client. And I did 5 interviews with the future audiences. And I think I got most of the information from the creative sessions which I did in Bristol. One of the things I did is a World Cafe, making different groups and then people thinking about certain topics. And I did a few other creative sessions and got a lot of findings that way. Well, in general, the findings are that future audiences, they want to engage and they want to co-create on the web. So they want to share knowledge together on conflicts. And the interesting thing that it was not so much a conflict itself where they want to engage in and want to co-create in, but it was the special approach Community Resolve has towards conflicts, which is really attractive for them and where they really want to think along. They think that, yeah, if you think along about the approach of conflicts, then we can really make it, well, we find better solutions and create a better world, basically. So, at the end, I had a few scenarios also. The first would be a web platform where knowledge can be shared, indeed, on the positive approach of conflict, which is basically the trademark, I would almost say, of Community Resolve, being the brand. The name should be changed then, giving it more character. The second scenario would be a bit more conservative, holding on to the name Community Resolve and being a knowledge platform for mostly academics and practitioners, sharing knowledge on the approach to conflict. Then at the end I created an artifact, and this artifact is supposed to give a certain direction to the stakeholders who are involved with Community Resolve. And my artifact was inspired by conflicts, chosen to trigger future audiences as well as giving direction to the organization itself. So that way my thesis has ended. Well, for myself, I am a lecturer at the NHTV. I've worked in the past, and still I work as an author and a journalist. So I do 2 things, and my main field is cross-cultural understanding. And well, this has been very useful for me also during this study to know a lot about that. And well, Imagineering has added a lot to my knowledge.